Hi friends, I'm Smita and welcome to my channel Divine Vibrations. I hope you all doing well today. This video is about Jupiter entering the sign of Aquarius, which will happen on April 6th and it will remain in Aquarius till mid-September. Jupiter is considered the most naturally beneficial planet among all the planets, and it is associated with spirituality, career, success, achievements, prosperity, good luck, and fortune. And for a woman, Jupiter also represents the husband in her horoscope. It is in Aquarius, which is the 11th sign of the natural zodiac chart. Hence, it will affect the things and energy related with the 11th house of the horoscope. Wherever Aquarius is in your chart, that would be most affected area of your life. But in the normal zodiac, it is the 11th house. And the 11th house is all about gains, desires, hopes and wishes. Aquarius is also about scientific thinking and research, about uplifting society, about having higher goals beyond yourself and receiving rewards for the hard work you have done. Jupiter has been in Capricorn for a long time and it has learned a lot from Saturn. Of course, it will retrograde again and go back to Saturn in September, but we will talk about that later. But these lessons with Saturn have made a noticeable shift and change of perspective for Jupiter, which will help all of us to look at life differently and also will help to break that stagnant energy, and we will be able to now move forward in a new direction, in a different direction. Because now even our problems and even the situations in our life, we are looking at them differently now. We are not stuck up in our ego and we have learned the lessons, the hard lessons. So let us see how the energy will affect us, this movement of Jupiter in Aquarius, what energy it will bring into our lives. Let's pull out some tarot cards and see what energy it will bring into our lives. Wow, the initiation, and I just said that we will be able to now move forward. Rite of passage and crossing the threshold. Beautiful, isn't that perfect? I just love it when the cards match what I just said. See how aligned the planets and the tarot cards are. Isn't that beautiful to watch? So we will get initiated into some new path. We will take a new path. We will now receive a new direction. Wherever we had felt stuck or the doors we had felt were closed will now open. We will receive the rite of passage to move forward. We will cross the threshold and move into light. Look at this, there's so much darkness here, and then when you enter this, there's so much beautiful light here and lovely colors. See how beautiful. And this violet color is all about, you can see that this violet color is all about the crown chakra, the Sahasrara chakra, and it's all about being connected to divine, being connected to spirit, source, universe, whatever you may call it. So we have received that enlightenment, we have become spiritually aware, and now there is this lightning breaking this door open for us, breaking this path open for us, and we will be able to move from darkness into light. Let's pull out some more cards to see the energy. What else is coming to us with Jupiter moving into Aquarius? What else will come into our lives with Jupiter moving into Aquarius? What will be the energy of this movement? And we have crossing bridges. Very similar to this card. We are crossing over here. We are also crossing bridges here. It's time for healing, connecting, mending and releasing. How beautiful is that? So wherever we have been stuck, we have not been able to move forward, we have been isolated, which we all have because of COVID and the lockdowns and the quarantines. So we will be able to cross bridges now. Maybe physically as well as emotionally and mentally, where we had felt stuck in our mind, in our hearts, in our life, in our situations, where we couldn't cross over to the other side, where we were feeling blocked within this darkness and not seeing the light, not seeing the path, not being able to move forward. We will now be able to cross the bridges. We will heal ourselves. We will connect to the people that we wanted to connect. We will mend our relationships, our situations, our life, and we will release what is not needed in our life. See this person, he's carrying a lantern here in his hand. So he has light, he has received that light, he has received that enlightenment and vision. He has seen the truth, and now that light is guiding him from this part of the bridge to the other. This also has a lot of water here. You see the river is under the bridge. So it also shows that you're moving above your emotions, you're rising above your emotions. If you have been stuck in your emotions, you have been feeling stuck in negative emotions, negative situations, or ego, or greed, selfishness, or possessiveness, or codependency, or a lot of any shadow issue that you may have had, traumas, pains, hurts. Now you are able to rise above it and cross over above it without touching these emotions. You have healed them. There's see the healing light here. Very beautiful cards, very beautiful energy coming forward. Let's pull out one unicorn card as well to see what energy is the universe showering on us with Jupiter entering Aquarius. What energy is the universe showering on us? Wow, we have soul satisfaction. Aim for that which makes your soul rejoice. How lovely cards. I'm so happy with these cards. Actually, we don't need to pull any more cards. All three cards are so perfect and beautiful. So we will be aligning with our soul path. We will be aligning with what our soul desires, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a work, job, or anything else in our lives. Wherever we have felt non-aligned or separate and unaligned, we will be aligned now. If you see, there's a unicorn here blessing them. The man is playing the flute. So everything is perfect, the perfect family. So you will receive the perfect place, you will be in a perfect place, you will receive the perfect message to move forward, you will meet the right partner. There will be perfect harmony in your life, and your soul will feel that satisfaction. Till now, maybe we were just trying to satisfy our ego and our minds and our greeds and our jealousies and our desires, but now we will be satisfying our soul. We will move in the direction of our soul. Where our soul feels happy, we will do that. So let us see how this movement will affect our lives. Let us see how Jupiter entering Aquarius is going to affect our lives. What change will come into our lives from April to September. It's a good 6 months. Let's see how the next 6 months are going to be. What changes will occur. What effect it will have on our lives. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Rods, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So definitely it will change our lives for the better. We will feel like kings and queens. We will accumulate wealth and stability. We will be happy. The sunflower depicts the sun, which is being enlightened and happy. And while I said that, I saw 1111 on my watch. So definitely, it's a signal for twin flames and soulmates. So you may meet your twin flame and soulmate. You may connect with them. You will feel empowered. All the men and women are going to feel very empowered. There will be a lot of drive, passion to move forward. The Queen of Rods is a lot of passion, lot of strength, lot of stability. The King of Pentacles is structure, stability, having wealth, being very grounded, being very self-sufficient, being empowered. So we are going to feel very empowered. We are going to feel very passionate. And once we come into our power, definitely the Wheel of Fortune will change and we will move forward. There will be a big change in our lives. We will recognize ourselves. We will see ourselves in a different light. We will become aware of ourselves. I always tell people the whole journey of our life is knowing ourselves, is understanding ourselves. We know so much about the world, but we don't know ourselves. Where we are being egoistic, where we are being greedy, where we are being possessive, where we are being lustful, where we are being obnoxious sometimes, where we are acting shitty, where we are being very kind, generous, we are being compassionate. Are we aware of all that? Where we are feeling depressed, where we are feeling sad, what is hurting us, why we are feeling hurt, why we are getting triggered, what wounds we have, what needs to heal, where we got those wounds, where we felt those traumas, and why are we still holding on to them. So there is so much about ourselves that we don't know. And somewhere the last 1.5 year has been a journey into ourselves. We have all been awakened to ourselves. We have all realized the truth about ourselves, and that is giving us more and more self-love, more and more empowerment. Now we are not codependent on in relationships. We are not running blindly behind societal norms and standards. We are not running blindly behind anything, money or people or relationships or anything. We are being empowered in ourselves. We are loving ourselves. We are gaining inner strength. We have healed our wounds. We have healed our traumas, and now we are coming into our power. It could also mean that earth sign. It could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, and Sag, could come into your life at this time and could affect your life in a major way at this time. The Wheel of Fortune is also the card of Jupiter. So Jupiter has come himself here to say that I am making that changes and I am going to turn your wheel for better. You will now see the changes in your life, the effort you have put in into your life, into yourself in the last few years. You will now get the results of it. He is holding the pentacle, she is holding the flower and the rod. So both are receiving abundance, happiness. This wheel is moving now. Jupiter is going to move that wheel. Lovely. So let us see what could change will it bring in us. What could change? What beautiful light aspect will be uncovered within us during this time? What light aspects will come forward at this time? And we got Queen again. Yay, 2 queens. And last time we got Queen as a shadow side in the previous reading. So maybe there we were in ego and now we are feeling empowered. We have shed that ego and entitlement. The light attributes is radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. Wow. So now we are being very empowered in our queen self. We will use that power we had. First we were maybe misusing that power we had and we were not using it in the right way. Maybe ego was catching up, maybe arrogance was coming because of the power, or you were misusing your empowerment and to hurt others. But now you will protect others, you will strengthen others, you will empower others, and you will use your power in the right way. What else? We have scribe, and it reads preserving knowledge and information. Maybe all the information that you have received in the last few years where you have been working on yourself, on your traumas and your shadow self, when we work on that and we heal it, we gain a lot of wisdom. And some of you may decide to put that in pen and paper, or you may make some videos, or you may write a blog about what you learned, and that will help to empower others and help others in the path as well. That's so beautiful. And we have storyteller, and this card had come in shadow side in the April reading. And the light attribute is ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So we will now be more in tune with the universe. We will be able to see the signs and synchronicities. We will be able to experience and express the different things that we see in this universe. We connect to nature. We will learn our lessons. We will be able to share that knowledge that we have. We have also got the scribe card. It's so beautiful that these 2 cards had come as shadow sides earlier, and now they are both coming upright as the light side. So we have healed these parts, and we have realized the mistakes we were making, and we have changed ourselves. And we will now be able to probably write stories and share the knowledge that we have gained. Let us also see what we need to be careful about, what shadow sides could still affect us in this next 6 months or during this period of Jupiter. How will our shadow side affect us during this time? What shadow side do we need to be careful about that can harm us? We have femme fatale. It says inappropriate use of sensuality attached to money and power. So some of you may still use your sexuality to attract money and power. You may misuse your femininity or your sexuality. So be careful of that. It's very easy to fall back in shadows. It's very easy to go back to old ways. So you will have to be very aware and very strong at this time not to fall into this energy again. And we have mediator. The shadow side is negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. So maybe you may help someone in some deals or orders, or whether it is professionally or in relationships. You may negotiate with an ulterior motive. So be aware and careful about that. Don't be greedy. Don't let that greed come back into you. Don't let that selfishness come back in you. Be aware of. And we have Dongwa says using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. Wow. Maybe you may misuse your romantic attraction. If you are in a relationship with someone and you love someone, you may tend to misuse that romantic attraction to fulfill your own private agendas or your private personal greed or needs. It could be anything, because we also got the femme fatale and mediator. So maybe you will use your romantic alliance to gain more money, to get in touch with some people that you want that will help you move forward, or you may use it to satisfy your own codependent nature or your shadow sides, or gain something out of the relationship mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or financially. So in any way, if you're misusing it and you're not being in unconditional love, then the universe is cautioning you that you may tend to do that, and be careful and be aware of it. So let us see, how will it affect our relationships? How will it affect our relationships? How will it affect our romance and relationships? We have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So you may meet the person who is your true love finally. When you are empowered, you attract the right people in your life, right? When we are in greed, or when we are needy, or when we are clinging, or when we are lustful, we attract the similar tribe. But when we are empowered, then true love blossoms, right? And we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Once you find your true love, there may be a lot of passion between you. You may feel very connected with someone. You may meet someone from your past life, and there may be an instant passion and ignition and chemistry between you both. And we have playfulness. We also got this card in our April reading. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So you may be very playful in the next 6 months. There will be a lot of passion. Obviously, when you meet your true love, you are bound to be passionate and playful. You may have some fun times. You may flirt, go out together, have fun, share some passionate moments. How beautiful. Finally, our love life is moving forward. So let us get some advice from Spirit, or Universe, Divine, some guidance and advice to move forward in the next 6 months. And we have the answers you need are coming. The full moon in Gemini. And Gemini season comes in May end and June beginning. So something specific may happen at that time, and if you have been confused about certain situations, or certain situations have been blocked, maybe you're waiting for a job or a appointment letter or a house or a movement or for anything, order or project, the answers you need are coming. You will get the answers to them. Let's get one more advice from Spirit. Let's get one more advice from the angels. What do they have to say to us? We have get more information. So maybe the situation you have in mind, you need to get more information about that. You need to ask more questions. You need to dig deeper into the situation or relationship or whatever it is for you. Get more information, be more prepared, ask more questions, and then you will get the right answers for it. Go meditate. This information can be maybe physically digging into it, like reading books. If there are questions that you have or there are doubts that you have, maybe you need to ask that to the person you're thinking about, or to the company you're talking for your job, or to the client that you have. It could also be that if you have some spiritual questions, you need to read more books, you need to meditate more, and we get answers in meditations as well. So get more information about your situation. Don't take uninformed choices. Finally, let's see what blessing is this Jupiter bringing for us. What blessings is Jupiter bringing for us? We have a blessing on the children. Wow. So if some of you have been having issues with your children, or issues with conceiving, or issues in your pregnancy, or issues with your grown up teenage children, so you are getting a blessing that those issues will be resolved between you, and peace and love will prevail. The Jupiter is also about having children, so maybe you may get pregnant. We also got the Empress card in the April reading. So maybe you may decide to get pregnant, you may decide to adopt a child, you may decide to conceive, or you may hear about pregnancy or children, or someone in your family may have a child, or you may improve your relationship with your children. So wonderful reading. This was a short reading. I'm going to do 2-3 more readings like this. I will also do one for Venus transit into Aries. So stay tuned for that. And if you like this reading, do like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you receive notifications whenever I post a video. Share this video with your friends and family if you feel it would help them. Thank you so much for taking your time to be here. Lots of blessings. Take care. Bye-bye.